tikulandeniso mu chigawo chino chamasana pompano pa Parliament Broadcasting lero lachiwiri kuno ku Lilongwe muli ndine Linda Masinga tikhairi kupitiriza kukupatsirani tsatanetsatane zokambirana za aphungu kuno ku nyumba ya malamulo lero lachiwiri pa 28 July 2026. Kumawaku maunduna anayi anayankha mafunso kuchokera kwa aphungu. Maundunawa ndi unduna owona za maphunziro, unduna owona za maboma ang'onoang'ono ndi chitukuko cha m'midzi, unduna owona za chitetezo cha mdziko ndi unduna owona za mphamvu. Zokambirana zipitirira posachedwa apa ndipo tikuyembekeza kuti aphungu apitiriza kufunsa mafunso ku maunduna osiyanasiyananso. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the afternoon segment of our live coverage of the third meeting in the 52nd session of Parliament, today Tuesday 28th July 2026. Earlier in the morning segment, 4 ministries took questions from honorable members, and these ministries are the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development, Ministry of Homeland Security and Ministry of Energy. We expect deliberations to continue shortly with questions to ministries for oral replies, and business is expected to resume shortly. My name is Linda Masinga. Let us stay together.
Welcome back, honour members, from lunch break. I think I will be giving the floor to the honour member for Lilongwe Nyanja to present his evidence as requested by the leader, Lilongwe Nyanja. So, honourable member for Lilongwe Nyanja, immediately, let's finish these two questions. Immediately after that, I'll give you the floor to present the issues as requested by government. Thank you. Honour members, as guided, we will proceed with question number 198. Honour member for Mangochi Northeast. Mangochi Northeast, you have the floor. Yeah. Mangochi Northeast, you have the floor, sir. Honour member, request for a microphone. You have the floor, sir.
Thank you so much, First Deputy Speaker. I rise to confirm that the question appearing on the order paper under my name is indeed coming from the people of Mangochi Northeast. Under traditional authority Showe, Sabutie Maliro, Sabutie Makumba, Sabutie Moto, and the senior group village headman Ntua. I submit, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honour member. Before the minister, there's a point of order from Lilongwe Mpenu. Lilongwe Mpenu, what has gone out of order?
Thank you, Mr. First Deputy Speaker. Yes, I rise on a point of order with you, basically on two issues. First is on the extension of time. We appear to be moving irregularly, Mr. Speaker, and we are setting a very bad precedent. Most of the times we are extending time when we are all ready. So if, for example, we are going out for lunch, 12:30 has struck, we are asking for extension of time. I think that's, I wanted you to rule that that is very irregular. On the second one, according to Standing Order 96, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, we are, I'm sorry, 102, on the accuracy of facts that we present. The Standing Order particularly states that a member of order is responsible for the accuracy of what is said on the floor. And we are setting a very bad precedent, Mr. Speaker, sir, and Mr. First Deputy Speaker, that we will be requiring people to provide evidence in the House for things that were said outside the House. So I wonder whether that is
which standing order are you quoting? Can you please read the standing order? If you say 102.
One minute.
Okay, I can read on your indulgence. Honour member 102.1 says a member is responsible for the accuracy of any facts which he or she alleges to be true.
Yes, but that is on the floor here, not outside the House.
On the standing order I've read, it didn't say inside the House or outside the House.
No,
it says any facts.
Mr. First Deputy Speaker,
which he or she alleges to be true.
Yes.
Yes,
but that is on the floor because the standing orders govern what happens in the House, not what happens outside the House.
Honourable Member, that is noted. Let me rule as such that the issue at hand, which involved the leader and Lilongwe was first raised in the House by the Honourable Member for Lilongwe. The allegations, and now the leader says it has been raised at a rally which the Honourable Member undertook. So at that point, when the Honourable Member is given the floor, it will be to the Honourable Member to raise that standing order and indeed pronounce himself that he has no evidence. Then we will rule this issue. At that point, we cannot rule in anticipation. Let's not rule in anticipation. We will wait. Honourable Minister of Energy, Honourable Minister of Energy, you have the floor.
Thank you so much. First Deputy Speaker, sir. First Deputy Speaker, sir, and honourable members of the House, I would like to thank the honourable member for Mangochi North East for asking my ministry to consider connecting to the national grid the following communities in TA Maulo, Moto, Makumba, and Senior Chief in Tua. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, I would like to inform the honourable member that through MAREP, government has already rectified several centres in TA Maulo, Moto, Makumba, and Senior Chief in Tua. However, if there are some specific communities which are not yet rectified, I would like to advise the honourable member to submit such sites to the District Council for onward submission to the Ministry for consideration in the subsequent MAREP phases. Thank you, First Deputy Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Honourable Minister. I now recognize the people of Mwanza Central. Mwanza Central, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, First Deputy Speaker. Allow me to thank the Honourable Minister first for considering Nkadze Trading Center. I requested in this House that people from this area have been deprived access to the grid, but I want to report that ESCOM came, they compensated the landowners where they want to put the transformer. So the project is going on, so I want to thank you for that. But I want also to ask you, Honourable Minister, if Ndawala project that started, I think, in 2018 is still part of MAREP, because then it was part of MAREP, and the people of Shirala village, about 150 households applied, and they have been going to Mwanza ESCOM, and I also joined them at one of the meetings, but they still haven't been assisted. So I just want to find out if they will benefit from the MAREP phase 9 or 10. That's all I wanted to know from you, right, First Deputy Speaker.
Thank you. Now recognize the people of Nchisi West. Nchisi West, you have the floor.
Thank you so much, First Deputy Speaker, for allowing the people of Nchisi West have an interaction with the Minister of Energy. The Minister of Energy, I would like to request your office to consider extending power line from Bweziko to Kalasankua Health Center. We have just finished construction of a health center, very beautiful health center that needs power. And I thought, as you are considering other areas, you could also consider Karasankua Health Center Now, by extending the power line from Wedziko to Kasankua, obviously we should be able to provide power to Mbododo Primary School, Kalulu Primary School, and Mansango Primary School. And before I sit down, it's just a reminder, I stood in this August House reminding your office of Trasembe area, which had already received compensation, but then the port are not there. And beside that, we have Kanjiwa CDSS. The compensations were also done, but then the community is still waiting to have power connected to their locations. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The last one is the honourable member from Sanje Southwest. Sanje Southwest, you have the floor, sir.
Thank you, First Deputy Speaker. The people of Sanje Southwest are happy with the opportunity you have given us to make a supplementary. Would like to commend the Minister of Energy for the steps that have been taken to boost energy in the country. Also commend the powerful statement that was made in Parliament to introduce structural reforms as well as institutional reforms. But the people of Sanje Southwest would like to lodge a query on the outstanding backlog of cases of people that have paid for electricity in Sanje Southwest. They have paid for electricity and the connection has not been made for now over 3-4 years. First Deputy Speaker, sir. First Deputy Speaker, sir, the people of Tie Malenia, Tie Ngabu, Chiriri, Chekereri, and Mazere are concerned that the poor people have paid for electricity and their connection has not yet been made. There is a concern that when they follow up, they are getting responses that are not satisfactory. Sometimes even rude behavior is being displayed. We would like to ask the Minister to verify and give us a reconciliation of the backlog of cases that are outstanding, and also, if possible, to provide a technical team to address the lengthy delays in providing electricity to the people of Sanje Southwest. I submit.
Thank you very much. Honourable Minister, you have the floor, Madam.
Thank you so much, Honourable First Deputy Speaker, sir. The first question is coming to my ministry from Mwanza Central. His question is on whether Ndawala project is still running. My response to that is that it's no longer running, but it has since been replaced by another project. And this one is Ascent project. So the people in Chia village, the households there, will be considered under Ascent. I take it that in your submission for some places to be electrified under Ascent, the learning and health facilities within Chia, if there is any in Chia village, I'm sure they have been submitted. But if not, we'll consider you under Ascent component 2, because the first component, we are only targeting learning and health facilities. In the second component, we'll be targeting trading centers and households. So we'll definitely consider Chia village under that. Thank you. Now we'll move to people of Nchisi West. Nchisi West asking my ministry to consider an extension of power from Mbweziko to Kaladzankuwa area. And I think he mentions that there is a health center in Kaladzankuwa area. I hope that is right. I hope I got you right. If Kaladzankuwa is within 500-meter radius, I take it that you submit that to be considered under assent component 1, because this is where we are targeting health centers as well as primary schools. And if you have not done so, please do so. But at the same time, if it is far from, if it's not within the 500-meter radius, then we're going to consider that within the MAREP phases. So if you have not yet submitted these areas to the district assembly, please do so that we consider them in the subsequent MAREP phases. And that goes for Ntiransembe to Kanjiwa CDSS. If you have not submitted, please do so, then we'll consider under MAREP, the next phase of MAREP. Honorable First Deputy Speaker, sir, let me now move to Nsanje Southwest. I would like to thank the Honorable Member for Nsanje Southwest for bringing to my attention, or to the attention of government, that we still have some backlog on paid-up members, paid-up consumers under MAREP 9. And I think I've shared in this house before that I think we have discovered that we have done some audits of MAREP 9, and we noted that we've got some gaps, some backlog, and for sure we're going to move in and make sure that those areas that are lagging behind, we get them connected. But I think from what I've gotten from the member, it's nothing to do with actual installation of ESCOM infrastructure, but I think it's other distribution from our existing infrastructure to the consumers. So I think this is more to do with our members of staff of ESCOM. I will be investigating this, and my only request from the honorable member, if he can send this to me in writing, so that, and together with the serial numbers that have been given, the reference numbers, so that I'm able to follow what is happening in Nsanje. Thank you so much, Honorable First Deputy Speaker, sir.
Thank you very much. Honourable members, I did reserve my ruling on the first point of order that was raised by Lilongwe Mpenu. I would like to advise that the extension of times, indeed, during lunch time, should be done before the time to go for lunch. For example, 12:30, before 12:30, let's extend time if we are extending. And that extension should be done in advance to avoid doing it after we have already passed that time. Even extending time after knocking off at 5 p.m. should be done in advance. This applies to both government day and private members' day. If it is 5 p.m. and we haven't extended any time, the chair has no power to extend time because our own standing orders do advise us. So I rule in agreement with Lilongwe Mpenu on that observation. Go to question 216. The Honourable Member for Nchisi North. Nchisi North. Nchisi North, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir. I like to confirm that the question number 216 is indeed coming from people of Nchisi North under Senior Chief Chiloko, TA Nsauka, TA Kavwenje, Sub-TA Kavlala, and Senior Group Zinyati, and Senior Group Makaka. And on the same, First Deputy Speaker, sir, there is a point of correction. The trading center should be Mankaka, not Bumpura, Mankaka Trading Center. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Honourable Minister, with that correction on the name of the trading center, you have the floor, Madam.
Thank you, Honourable First Deputy Speaker, sir. Through you, let me recognize Honourable Member for Nchisi North for asking my ministry whether we are aware that works at, of course, the first question was Bupula, but now thank you for that correction, because that's what I was going to bring in my response. Whether works at Mankaka Trading Center in Chisi North constituency were abandoned by the contractor in November 2025. Honorable First Deputy Speaker, sir, I wish to inform the honorable member and the House that the ministry is aware that the contractor abandoned a number of sites in Nchisi district. Sorry, not abandoned, yes, abandoned a number of sites in Nchisi district. And we since moved in to rectify that, but the only site that is now remaining is that in Mankaka Trading Center. So it should be noted that, of course, I think we have created this. Bumpula is already done, but now it's Mankaka Trading Center that was abandoned. So I would like to inform the honorable member that the ministry is engaging ESCOM to complete construction works of all sites that were abandoned by the contractor at the expiry of the initial contract. However, Mankaka Trading Center, Gamba 1, Kanjiwa CDSS, Vuzo Jere Headquarters, Champoyo, Nsinda, Chifugwa, Chimwala, Mpedza, Kalira, EPA. We have seen that there's still some works that needs to be looked at. So these will be constructed by ESCOM once all necessary steps, which are at an advanced stage, are completed. I think I shared with the House area on in our city that there are a number of contractors that are being taken to task for abandoning the works. So the ministry is taking corrective measures to make sure that we revisit all centers that were abandoned by contractors. So these centers I've just read out will obviously be visited by ESCOM to make sure that the works are completed to the satisfaction of the communities. Thank you, First Deputy Speaker, sir.
Thank you. The first supplementary on this question is from Chikwawa North. Honour member from Chikwawa North, you have the floor. Honour member for Chikwawa North, immediate before you. Honour members, at times I'm choosing members who have not had an opportunity to express themselves since morning. That's the criteria I'm using. Chikwawa North, you have the floor, sir.
Mr. First Deputy Speaker, thank you so much for recognizing people of Chikwawa North to ask a supplementary question. Through you, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, allow me to ask the Honorable Minister of Energy to consider connecting power to the following areas: Tabwani Trading Center, Chiromo Trading Center, Kawaye Trading Center, and Ndula Sanje Trading Center in the area of Senior Chief Masaya. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The next supplementary question comes from the people of Nkadabe Mpamba. Nkadabe Mpamba, you have the floor.
Thank you, our Deputy Speaker, sir, for giving people of Nkadabe Mpamba, people of Senior Chief Timbiri, this opportunity to ask a supplementary question to Minister of Energy. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, I would like to ask this minister to consider bringing electricity to the following areas in my constituency: Mutoto and Chisasa. These two areas, the agriculture producing areas, people there that are actively involved in farming, there are big markets, and we need the big trading centers which deserve electricity. So the minister should consider bringing electricity to these two areas. Thank you.
Thank you. The last one on this is from the people of Deza Zalanyama. Deza Zalanyama, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir, for recognizing the people of Deza Zalanyama constituency to ask the able minister to consider electrifying the newly built Diampi Health Center, which is situated at Kafele, which was built with the funds from Globe Fund in conjunction with the Ministry of Health. I submit, sir.
Thank you. Before the Honourable Minister, a member who has not been on the floor for a very long time has appeared, so I'll give my own discretion to consider the Honourable Member from Chinji East. Chinji East, you have the floor, sir.
Thank you very much, Deputy Speaker, sir, for recognizing people of Nchinji East for a supplementary question. I would like to ask the Minister of Energy and Mines to consider electrifying the following trading centers: Chibande Trading Center, Mponda Trading Center, Nzama Trading Center, and Urongwe Trading Center. All these trading centers are coming from people of Senior Chief Indua and TM Mponda, respectively. I beg to move. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honourable Member, for the question. Honourable Minister, for those 4 supplementary questions, you have the floor.
Thank you so much, Honorable First Deputy Speaker, sir. Through you, let me recognize people of Chikwawa North for requesting my ministry to consider electrifying areas under Chief Masea, and these are Tabani, Chiromo, Gawaye, Ndulansanje. I hope I picked all. My first request, however, Honorable First Deputy Speaker, sir, is that this request be put in writing. However, my question to the member is to whether this request was formally sent or submitted to the District Assembly. If yes, then for sure we're going to consider in the subsequent MAREP phases. If not, I request the member to do the right thing. Please submit this request through the District Assembly. Then, in conjunction with my ministry, we'll allocate them accordingly in the subsequent MAREP phases. First Deputy Speaker, sir, let me move to people of Nkata Bempamba. People of Nkata Bempamba are requesting my ministry to consider electrifying in Toto and Chisasa. And he mentions that these are important agricultural areas. And for sure, it would be in the interest of the nation to see that we assist them, we enable them to operate effectively. As such, I would like to ask the Honourable Member to check with the District Assembly if these areas are already submitted, and if they are, for sure, we'll consider them in the subsequent MAREP phases. If not, I request the Member of Parliament to please submit the request through the District Assembly. And through you, Honourable First Deputy Speaker, sir, I committed earlier on, this is one area, Nkata Bempamba, where I will be going to do the switching on of MAREP, phase 9. I think we've got 3 sites that are already ready in that constituency. First Deputy Speaker, sir, now let me move to people of Deza Zalanyama. The Honourable Member is bringing to my attention that there is a newly built health center. It's called Diampwe. My first question to the Honourable Member is to check if this Diampwe Health Center is within 500-meter radius to our ESCOM infrastructure. And if yes, I take it that this has been submitted to be considered under assent. This identification can be done immediately. But if it's further, then I request the honorable member to submit this request through the district assembly. But I take it that I'm sure there should be some talking with the Ministry of Health on this request. Because this is a priority project that needs to be considered immediately. Then we move to people of Mchinji East. The honorable member is requesting my ministry to consider rectifying Chibande, Ulongwe, and Nzama trading centers. As I've been sharing, we have currently got a program with the World Bank, the Ascent Project. It's in three components. So the second component, we are going to target trading centers and households. So I would urge the honorable member to please submit these trading centers to my ministry to be considered under Ascent component 2. So this, if this can be done, for sure, we're going to consider accordingly. Thank you so much, Honorable First Deputy Speaker, sir.
Thank you very much. Honourable members, that marks the end of questions to the Ministry of... sorry, I think we still have questions on page 259 of our order paper. Honourable Minister, are you ready with the answers to questions starting from number 217? I see you.
Yeah, First Deputy Speaker, today, probably for the Ministry of Energy, we stop at that. She has got another commitment, so I would like to excuse her. Yeah, meanwhile, you had left a matter hanging for the honorable member. Yeah, probably I would give you a few minutes to dispose of that matter before continuing with questions to ministers for all replies. Thank you.
Thank you, Leader. I give the floor to you, Honour Member for Lilongwe Nyanja.
Thank you so much, Your Honour, First Deputy Speaker, for listening to the leader of the House, for the people of Lilongwe Nyanja constituency, to submit evidence regarding repatriation of Malawians. Your Honour, the Speaker, I hope the best standing order that I can liaise on is Standing Order 73, where it talks about personal explanation. When you go down to Standing Order 74, it talks of process of debate, motion and answers. And under personal explanation, Your Honour, First Deputy Speaker, it is very clear that I'm entitled to 5 minutes. Thank you so much, Your Honour, First Deputy Speaker. Having said that, I would like to appreciate that when the member, the chairperson for...
Honour Member for Lilongwe Nyanja, an issue has been raised and your name has been reflected.
Yes.
So you are, the leader is requesting for evidence.
Yes.
From your office.
Very true.
And the people of Lilongwe Nyanja, presented by yourself,
yes,
will need to rise, explain the evidence. I'll give you brief minutes and hand over the evidence to the assembly.
Very true. And I
if you have
evidence.
it, if you
yes,
don't have,
I have the evidence.
I'll give you.
I have the evidence, Your Honour.
I'll give you time.
Yes.
Up to tomorrow lunchtime to submit the evidence.
No, I have now. I have now.
Okay. So, Honour Member.
I will speak to my evidence.
Honour Member, you cannot refer Standing Order number 73 because what you're doing is not a personal explanation.
I was reflecting.
You are responding to a reflection, and the leader has requested for you to provide evidence.
Very true.
So you know when you ask to provide evidence, you rise to provide the evidence.
That's what I want to do.
Yes, so I will not be invoking the standing orders that you have quoted.
Okay.
Please respond to the leader and provide the evidence. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. This issue comes from what was explained in this House, a report which was submitted by my dear brother from Karonga as a chairperson of international relations. In his submission in this House, the report, he indicated that there is a budget of 24 billion to repatriate 15,000 Malawians. And this House adopted that report. And when you check on page 4 of that report, it's clear on that one. And the committees sit on your behalf. Ideally, that is your report. And what I said during that explanation, during my contribution, it was very clear that looking at the evidence that was given in this House by the chairperson of international relations, I clearly indicated that it means each and every person is entitled to 1.6 million. It was very clear. And the one who was chairing on that day, it was the second deputy speaker, who is also in this House. Your Honor, I went on to say that day that according to other Malawians, you can only do that you can do the same trip using 240,000 Malawi kwacha. I did not stand in this House to speak anything as a chairperson of Public Accounts Committee, no. And looking at what he said or I said at the rally, I did not mention my role as a chairperson of Public Accounts Committee from the beginning to the end, and I can share the clip. Now, I said on that forum, what I said on that forum, I said, Your Honor, the Speaker, the evidence is here. You can ask the Sergeant at Arms to come and collect. Now, I said in this House that Matuas has charged 165,000 rands, and this is a quotation. And there's a proof of payment here.
Hold on, member.
Yes, Your Honor.
Slow down first. Honor member. You seem to be responding to this question. Maybe because you were not in the House. Maybe because you were not in the House. I recognize the leader is the one who requested for the evidence to clarify what he is looking for. And we did give you the floor. So, leader.
Mr. First Deputy Speaker, when we sit in this House, we sit in here as dignified...
Order, members, order. Order to my right and order to my left.
We sit in this house as dignified men and women. That's number one. We sit in this house representing our people. And when we speak out there, at whatever forum, we are speaking on behalf of Malawians. And where we are misrepresenting facts deliberately, some of us that are well-meaning will not take that line down. Will not. I would like to place this matter on record. The honorable member sitting over there is chairman of the Public Accounts Committee. And when all else is said and done, these very reports are going to land in his committee. Now he stands out there in public and alleges that money is being stolen. 1.6 billion kwacha for a passenger, they're stealing 1.1 million kwacha. Stealing, that's the word he used. He has already condemned public officials in this matter. That when the report comes to his committee, they're already condemned by his committee. Because the chairman is already, accusing them of stealing. That, Mr. Deputy Speaker, is unacceptable. Being a chairperson of that committee, having said that in public, he is not suitable to remain chairman of that committee. He's not. As leader of this House, I will not allow that kind of mediocrity in this House. I will not. And therefore, if he has no evidence, he must simply apologize. Otherwise, I'm going to put my members to remove himself from that committee. I will do that. So he must offer and approach this house unequivocally. That's what I want. Otherwise, what he's talking about is neither here nor there. He has no information, he has no facts. All I would like to say is Mr. Speaker, first of the Speaker, the information that I have, and this is accurate, is that the amount of money that has been spent this far, as of yesterday, is 9 billion kwacha. And the money has been used to repatriate 42,000 Malawians. I don't know where he got that information from. Now, let's put it this way. Mr. Speaker, let's put it this way. He was speaking to the public. Yes. He was speaking to the public. Let's assume the public rose and say we want our money back. Has he got the capacity to stop man from rioting? He has no capacity. So my demand is, if he was inciting violence, and that shouldn't be allowed. So if he wants peace with me here, he must withdraw that first, or we will move to remove him from that committee. That's what we're going to do. I submit.
Honourable members, you cannot be rising on a point of order. I'm engaging the honourable member for Lilongwe Nyanja because he was not here when the leader raised the issues. Now that Lilongwe Nyanja has heard what the leader has explained, and the evidence, what was needed, Lilongwe Nyanja, was for you to respond and bring the evidence. So, honourable member for Lilongwe Nyanja, I'll give you the floor, this time for 2 minutes, and then I'll close this issue. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. What I said at that rally was very clear that 70 Malawians were repatriated, and one on Jezanikena paid 165,000 lands. And I have evidence of payment. I will start with a quotation from Matuas, 21st July 2026. Passenger, quantity, one passenger at 248, and there were 70 passengers. The payment is here, 165,000 lands. This is here. On top of that, there's a bank transfer here. It was dated 2026-07-2024. Time done 22:57. Transfer ID 7B97BRNQ by Mr. Wakisa Makikunga.
Honourable member, when you are given the floor, the same presiding officer who gives you the floor has the power to withdraw that floor. So when I ask you to present yourself in an orderly manner, please do so. Honourable member, we are not, can you please submit, according to information that you give in the House, can you please submit the information that you are carrying? Honourable member, that information will be processed by Parliament and a ruling will be made based on the information that you have presented. Sergeant Adams. Sergeant Adams. Thank you very much, Honourable Member. Your documents have been duly received and they'll be processed by the Speaker, and you'll be given feedback on the evidence that you have provided. Deputy Leader, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. First Deputy Speaker. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, I wouldn't necessarily want us to go back because it looks like the matter is now in your office. How I wished the honorable member would have risen and explained the source of his 1.1 million that government is stealing. Because in the speech that he made at the rally, he said that we have spent 1.6 million per person from South Africa, and in that process, government has stolen 1 million, 1.1, because the cost to transport a person from there and back is 500,000. How I wished. But he is a chairperson of Public Accounts Committee, and I was a chairperson of Public Committee. He knows the gravity of what he has done. He knows the gravity of what he has done. This report, I rose in this house, I said that whatever expenditure, you have the liberty as chairperson of committee, Public Accounts Committee, to call the officers to come and explain before you. You don't have to judge them before they have presented themselves to you. Now, here is a chairperson who is going about, condemning people before they are being held, condemning them. My brother, you needed to apologize. You need to apologize. No, my brother, apologize. Otherwise, what you have done, what? He has to apologize. And I would want to bring the first deputy speaker, let me finish. I want to bring you back to 2022. I was chairperson. I was removed there was a petition to remove me as chairperson by the members of the committee because of conflict of interest. When there is a conflict of interest, members are liberty to remove their chairpersons. I would want to urge the members of the Public Accounts Committee, you must do the needful to remove this person. He is not fit to be a chairperson of Public Accounts Committee. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Deputy Leader. Thank you very much. Honourable members, let me guide the House as such. The issue at hand, if you see the standing order that was even quoted, honourable members, let me guide the House as such. The issue at hand, as evidence has been presented, it will be processed and feedback in a form of ruling will come to the House. And if that information that has been provided, the feedback is not acceptable, you know the results. When the evidence is acceptable, the results will be announced in the House. As we stand now, I will not be opening any debate on this subject, and this subject is officially closed. I therefore rule. Leader, which questions should we go to?
First, Deputy Speaker. Now back to business of the day. I would like to now request that we move to Ministry under questions under Ministry of Justice and Constitutional Affairs. Question number 187. I submit.
Thank you very much, Leader. And honourable members, we are supposed to go to question 187, but the honourable member for Vumbwe Masenjere has been assigned some duties by the office of the Speaker, and as we speak, he is representing the Speaker and the Committee of Pan-African Parliament, at an assembly being done in South Africa. So the honourable member is not in the House and he has been assigned duties by the Right Honourable Speaker. Thank you. Leader?
That guidance, First Deputy Speaker. We now move to questions under means of information and communications technology.
Thank you very much, Leader, for that guidance. Honourable members will be going to questions under the Minister of Information and Communication Technology. But before that, we'll start with question 236. But before that, I see the honourable member for Lilongwe Mpenu. What has gone out of order? Lilongwe Mpenu, what has gone out of order?
Thank you, Mr. First Deputy Speaker. In fact, I requested for a point of order before your ruling. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, this House is trading dangerously and proceeding irregularly. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, I wanted to say the podium on which the member of Parliament for Nyanja spoke.
Honourable member, I have already made a ruling on that issue, and I will not be expecting any member of this House to reflect on the issue that I've already ruled.
I
therefore rule you out of order,
I
honourable
respect
member,
your ruling,
for
Mr.
bringing,
Speaker.
for
Mr.
bringing this
Speaker.
issue again. Honourable member, honourable members, we go to questions under the Ministry of Information and Communication Technology. We're starting with question number 236. Question number 236. Mchinji East. Mchinji East. Mchinji East, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Deputy Speaker. Indeed, question number 236 on today's order paper is coming from the people of Mchinji East under Senior Chief Indua and TM Ponda. I thank you.
Thank you very much. Honorable Minister of Information and Communication Technology, you have the floor, sir.
Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, I would like to begin by sincerely thanking the Honourable Member for Nchinji East constituency, Honourable Goston Brown Mazombwe, for raising this important matter concerning the provision of mobile network services at Ulongwe Trading Center under Chief Dua. The Honourable Member's question underscores the critical role that digital connectivity plays in advancing inclusive socio-economic development and improving quality of life for our citizens. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, my ministry is fully aware of the network coverage challenges affecting Ulongwe Trading Center and the surrounding communities. In order to establish the current position, my ministry engaged the country's two mobile network operators, namely TNM and Airtel, to ascertain whether the construction of a mobile network tower at the proposed location forms part of their current network expansion plans. Both operators advised us that they have not made any budgetary provision for this project during this current financial year, and TNM went further to indicate that the proposed site will be considered for inclusion in its future capital investment program. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, the government of His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika remains steadfast in its commitment to ensuring universal access to reliable, affordable, and high-quality digital communication services. In pursuit of this objective, my ministry, with the support of World Bank, is implementing the Digital Malawi Acceleration Program, DMAP, a transformative national initiative aimed at expanding digital infrastructure, increasing connectivity, and bridging the digital divide, particularly in the undeserved and unserved communities. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, with reference to the area raised by the Honourable Member, I am pleased to inform this House that government, through the Malawi Communications Regulatory Authority, MACRA, utilizing the resources from the Universal Service Fund and leveraging support under the Digital Malawi Acceleration Program, has identified Ndua School as the preferred location for the construction of a mobile network tower. Once completed, this infrastructure is expected to substantially improve mobile network coverage for Longwe Training Center, Senior Chief Ndua, and the surrounding areas. In so doing, enhancing access to voice and data services and supporting economic activity, education, healthcare, delivery, and other essential services. This site has been strategically selected to maximize network reach and ensure optimal utilization of infrastructure. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, this intervention forms part of government's broader strategy to accelerate digital transformation by extending telecommunications infrastructure to communities that have historically remained undeserved. My ministry will therefore continue to work closely with MACRA, mobile operators, and development partners to ensure that sustainable infrastructure investments are undertaken in accordance with national priorities as well as available resources. Mr. Speaker, sir, let me assure therefore the Honourable Member and this august House that the government of His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika remains resolute in its commitment to delivering equitable access to digital connectivity for all Malawians. I thank you, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. For supplementary questions, I recognize the Honourable Member for Salima Central. But before that, before you, Honourable Member, there is a point of order. What has gone out of order, Honourable Member, for the Zagasina?
Thank you so much, First Deputy Speaker. I'm at pains through your office. It seems the House adopted standing order as our procedure, as enshrined in the Constitution, Section 36, meaning we are supposed to be following standing order in everything. But it seems most of the things we are doing outside the standing orders. For example, is it in order that if I take you, First Deputy Speaker, to Standing Order 95, where it talks about member identification in this House. I've noted for so many times that the ministers, when they are responding to questions, they are mentioning the names of the member, not the constitution, not the constituency the member is representing. Standing Order 95 is very clear on that one. I can read it if you want me to read.
No need, Honourable Member, for you to read.
All right, fine. So I wanted to draw your attention to that, to the standing order. Should we do Panyalo or should we go by what the book says? I submit.
Thank you very much, Honourable Member. This standing order is the one that reflects on the mentioning of names, So let's indeed desist from mentioning individual names, rather our constituencies. But if your references to the Honorable Minister of Information, the Honorable Minister of Information started with the constituency and then he mentioned the Honorable Member. But indeed, let's communicate through our constituency names, not as the Honorable Member Malango, Deputy Minister, Shadow Minister of gender. So let's recognize each other by constituencies and our portfolios. Honorable members, I already recognize member for Salima Central West. Salima Central West for a supplementary question. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable First Deputy Speaker. My supplementary question to the Honorable Minister of Information is to ask if the ministry can seriously improve telephone network connection, especially looking at the road that takes us to one of the tourist destination area, which is Salima. If you are traveling from Kanengo to Salima, there are quite a lot of areas where we lose connection. And one of the areas is within my constituency. When you're driving closer to Narumva, you get lost and you lose connection if you're on a phone call. When you're getting closer to Kanyenyeva, the same thing happens. When you're getting closer to Makande, the same thing happens. So if you're talking to somebody, then you lose out each other. Can the ministry look at improving the telephone connectivity within this stretch so that at least it can motivate our tourists? Thank you so much.
Thank you. I recognize the honour member for Karonga Songwe constituency. Karonga Songwe, you have the floor, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Deputy Speaker, sir, for recognizing the people of Karonga Songwe to ask a supplementary question to the Minister of Information. Mr. Speaker, sir, I'd like to ask the Minister of Information to consider constructing network tower in the following place in Karonga Songwe, Chiefs Primary School, Kasanda Parish, Timothy Trading Center, and the Ngana Health Center. As I'm speaking, Mr. Speaker, sir, the people of Ngana, they're using Tanzanian network. But they are Malayans, they need to enjoy their own network. Thank you, Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir.
Thank you very much. I see a member who has not spoken in the House the whole day, Honorable Member for Mangochi North. Mangochi North, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, the Deputy Speaker, for recognizing people of Mangochi North constituency to ask the Honorable Minister of Information a supplementary question. Here is a supplementary question for Mangochi North constituency. Honorable
Minister, don't listen. Power is measured in kilojoules, so we cannot determine.
Honorable Minister of Information, people of Mangochi North constituency would like to ask the ministry to consider constructing network towers at the following areas like Lukoloma, Liwesa, Chinganda, Mtekete, Ntondo, and its surrounding areas. These are the areas which are very difficult in terms of network connections. Thank you very much for recognizing people of Mangochi North constituency. I submit.
Thank you very much, people from the famous Makanjira Trading Center in Mangochi. Honourable Minister of Information for those three supplementary questions.
Thank you very much, Mr. First Deputy Speaker. And let me begin by thanking the honorable members in particular Salima Central, Karonga Songwe, and Mangochi North. And before I go further with a response, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, I want to say one thing about the point of order that came from the Zakasina, that the question that was transmitted, particularly the questions that are transmitted to our ministries, like even the questions that are appearing in the order paper today, they begin, for example, like 236. It begins by the name of the honorable member. It says, Honorable Goston Brown Mazombwe, Mchinji East. So when you are responding, because the question comes in that manner, we recognize the constituency name as well as the person. So if there's going to be change, it must start with us here. When we are transmitting the questions, the names of the honorable members must not appear, because it will not be professional not to indicate their names. I just wanted to say that. Specific to Salima Central, I have noted, I have taken note. I have taken note of the need for network coverage in the area. And as I said earlier on, I said that I've submitted some forms to all honorable members in this House. Please complete those forms and specify all these areas, and my team from the e-government as well as MACRA will conduct an assessment to ensure that we address these challenges. So too, Karonga Songwe is a border area. Please do the same so that we can send engineers to come and do an assessment. Mangochi North, it is also the border area. For some people that do not know this area, I would like to invite you to come to this area. This is where we have Fort Maguire. The beautiful beaches in Malawi are present, are found there. So indeed, we are also going to send engineers to do an assessment. Otherwise, let me thank you, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, and the honorable members for the supplementary questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We now go to question number 237, the good people of Karonga Central. Karonga Central, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, First Deputy Speaker, sir. Indeed, I rise to confirm question number 237, coming from the people of Karonga Central under Principal Group Village Headman Mwangolela, Group Village Headman Fokolani, and Group Village Headman Mlinda Ifa. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Minister.
Thank you very much, Mr. First Deputy Speaker. Let me begin by thanking the honorable member for Karonga Central constituency, Honorable Frank Menefumbo.
Honorable member for Salima Central West, order, please.
Raising this important question regarding the progress made towards the construction of an information technology lab at Ruwasho Village under the Group Village Headman Mwangolera. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, government recognizes that access to digital infrastructure and ICT services is fundamental to building an inclusive digital economy and equipping our citizens with the knowledge and skills required to participate meaningfully in the digital age. It is against this background that my ministry
Honourable Member for Lilongwe Chiwamba, order, and several honourable members to my left, please order.
It is against this background that my ministry, through the Malawi Communications Regulatory Authority, MACRA, is utilizing resources from the Universal Service Fund. We are utilizing these resources in implementing the Connect a School project. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, the Connect a School project is a flagship national initiative designed to promote digital inclusion by establishing ICT laboratories equipped with modern computer facilities and reliable internet connectivity. And this we are doing in public schools across the country. The project aims to construct and equip 250 ICT laboratories, thereby enhancing digital literacy, expanding access to technology, and supporting the growth of Malawi's digital economy. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, I am pleased to inform this House that implementation of this project is progressing steadily. The first phase is currently at an advanced stage, with the procurement of ICT equipment for the initial 75 schools nearing completion. This milestone will pave way for the operationalization of the laboratories once installation is concluded. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, implementation of the second phase, which will cover the remaining targeted schools, including the proposed ICT laboratory of Luwasho village, has not yet commenced. At the present, MACRA is mobilizing the necessary resources while refining the project implementation framework to ensure that the next phase is adequately financed and efficiently executed and aligned with the evolving technology and education requirements. This enhanced implementation approach is expected to maximize the project's impact and enable more beneficiaries to acquire critical digital skills than originally envisaged. Mr. Speaker, sir, I wish to assure the Honourable Member and this august House that government of His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika remains firmly committed to expanding equitable access to digital infrastructure and ICT services throughout the country. Through continued collaboration with MACRA, the Universal Service Fund, our development partners, my ministry will continue implementing strategic interventions aimed at accelerating digital inclusion, strengthening human capital development, and ensuring that no community is left behind in Malawi's digital transformation agenda. And just to supplement this response, Honourable First Deputy Speaker, the Connect a School program has been redesigned. What was happening in the 5 years was total fraud. Total fraud, completely total fraud. Total fraud in the sense that even the artisans, we are told that MACRA employed thousands of artisans, and they could cash money and go to our constituencies and pay these artisans. And in the process, a lot of money went missing in form of paying artisans. Again, the procurement of cement materials was given to one person. the whole country given to one person. One person to supply all building materials. We have redesigned that, Mr. First Deputy Speaker. What we have done is to allow to divide the construction works into 3 categories: south, central, and north, and allow people to compete. And also, we will engage qualified contractors to do this job. So this is what we have done to make improvements to the program. I thank you, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, and I thank the honorable member for raising this particular question. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We will recognize Mangochi Lutende. Mangochi Lutende, you have 1 minute to ask a supplementary question.
Thank you very much, right, Second Deputy Speaker, for according the people of Mangochi Lutende to ask the supplementary question. Right, Second Deputy Speaker, I would like to ask the Minister to consider building a tower at Bakiri Trading Center where there is no coverage at all. Right, Honorable Speaker, as you are aware that we are living in a we are living in an era where technology has taken a center stage. Young people need to be connected all the time. And people living in this area, they don't experience this or has been denied this right. Right, Honorable Speaker, I would like to let you know that people in this area, they can't even enjoy Facebook, WhatsApp. It's totally not connected at all. So it's my humble request, please, Right Honorable Speaker, that the Minister should consider building a tower in this area.
Thank you.
In addition, Right Honorable Speaker, let me take advantage as well that Lungwena Trading Center, there's a tower as well that got a lower coverage. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Honourable member for Mulanje West. Mulanje West.
Thank you so much, the First Deputy Speaker, the Right Honourable. Through you, I would like to ask a supplementary question to the Minister of Information. But before I do that, I would like to congratulate him because he talked about the other service provider coming. I think there will be a lot of competition. Maybe some of the service providers are relaxing because there are few of them. So if the third one comes in, we are going to be sorted out with the challenges of network which we have. But just to ask the Minister of Information if he can expand the coverage of the tower of Nampungo, Namulenga, because we have, in these areas, we have a secondary school, and we have Kidea secondary school as well, where we are failing to access to the computer technology because of the network which is not there. If he's going to expand the coverage, maybe might be at better off. But also, we are failing to communicate to each other, especially with Namulenga. There is a hospital, Nampunga, there is a hospital as well. When somebody falls sick, we have failed to communicate to other service providers, i.e. Ministry of Health, that is the Mulanje District Hospital. Even if during the first day we are failing to communicate with the police because of the network is not there. So if we can expand the coverage of the tower, which is at Nampungo, be it TNM as well as Airtel, and the tower, the network which is at Namulenga, be it in the TNM as well as Airtel, we might be at better position.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, the Right Honourable Speaker.
Thank you. I now recognize someone who hasn't spoken this morning. The member for Nchisi South. Nchisi South, you have the floor, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. Second Deputy Speaker, for giving an opportunity for the people of Nchisi South, especially TA Kalumo and TA Chawanda. My first question is in Nchisi near Gwangwa Primary School in a village called Malala. there's a new tower which is coming, and at this place we have villages that have surrounded the place. So we would like to request access to power from the ministry that the people around Mwalala village can connect through the transformer that the company will put. Second question, it's about the youth that are selling airtime, Airtel money, both TNM and the Airtel company. These guys are getting employed, they are getting some support from these two companies. By the end of the day, the company is making huge profits. But when you look at the commission which the youth, our youth in this country are getting, it's very low. Could the ministry consider checking on the commission that these youth are getting, and maybe the government could adjust, instead of these companies should be making huge amount of profit while our youth are not benefiting a lot from the service that they are providing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Honorable Minister, with those three supplementary questions.
Mr. First Deputy Speaker, let me begin by thanking the Honorable Member for Mangochi Lutende, who is asking my ministry to consider construction of a tower at the Bakiri Trading Center and also around Lungwena. Let me say this, that in response, Can I be held in silence, please?
Order, honour members. To my right, order.
Let me say this in response that the government of His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, the government of His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika considers connectivity not as a privilege. Connectivity is a right. It's a human right for each and every person. That's how the government of His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika views issues of connectivity. And therefore, because of that, let me assure the honorable member that I will deploy a team to go to your constituency and do an assessment and consider that that request will be attended to. Proceeding to my dear Akwen Mulanje West, and you start with positive sentiments about the government's, His Excellency Professor's direction. It's a directive that we must get a third mobile operator, and a serious one, so that we can improve the quality of mobile services in this country. Thank you for that, for those sentiments. And you proceed to request my ministry to consider expanding the coverage of network in around Nampungo and Namulenga areas. And I must confess here, over the weekend, the Honorable Minister of Homeland was a guest of honor, and he directed me as the Secretary General of the party that I must ensure that the network issues are attended to. Let me assure you, let me take this opportunity that I will also send our engineers to come to Namulenga quickly to do an assessment. Thank you very much for that question. My brother from Nchisi South, the first question is to do with the access to power. And my dear sister, the Minister of Energy, also did something, asked all members to submit a list of areas where the schools that need to be connected.
Member for Salima Central.
Please go ahead to do that.
Order.
But just also
member
to,
for
to write,
Moody. Order, please.
Just to write on the question, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, the supplementary question of Nchisi South, I would want to say this, that where there is a school, we want to make sure that that school is connected with internet. And not only connected with internet, but is also connected with power, electricity. So we, the government of His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, is making this assurance to the nation that all schools will be connected with internet and also be connected with power. We have come here to stay. We have come here to stay. The second part of your question, which is a very critical and important question, I would want you to put it in a manner separately. It should not come as a supplementary question. Make sure that it comes as a substantive question, because it's a key question. It borders on remuneration of mobile money operators, and I believe that you have merit in the question, and I would want to do justice to that kind of question, and please submit it formally as a question for oral replies, and we will respond accordingly. But I merit it, and thank you very much for that particular question. Thank you very much, Mr. First Deputy Speaker. Thank you.
Very much, Honour Minister. Honour Members, it is 15:35. I therefore suspend proceedings for a half a break, and the House will resume sitting at 16:05. House suspended.